Hi, my name is Ian Cumming and I'm here to show you the Armfield FT74 modular pasteurization and UHT equipment. So just in short, the process starts at the feed hopper. It's 5 litres, which drops straight down into the progressive cavity feed pump, which creates the pressure throughout the rest of the system going into the heat exchanger. So you've got the preheat stage, you've got the main heat stage, cooling, and then sterilisation booster. So it comes in tubular heat exchanger, as you can see here, but there's also an option for a plate heat exchanger. And as standard, it has a 2-second and 15-second holding tube, but this has got the variable hold tube fitted. That gives you access to 30 seconds to 120 seconds options at 10 litres per hour. There are many other options available, but everything is controlled by the HMI, the touchscreen just here. This screen will enable you to control the whole process from this point. So you have the splash screen just here. This is what you see when you turn on the system. Working from bottom to top, you have a contact page where you can see all the contact details for Armfield should you need to get back in touch with us. You have a maintenance screen that is password protected, as you can see. This is protected for super users or administrators of the system and protecting regular operators from damaging themselves or the equipment. And then you've got the standby screen. Okay. This gives you all the information and the feedback from the sensors in the system without you being able to turn on anything like the pumps, the heaters, etc. And you can see that you can see the process mode, the sterilisation in place and the clean in place sections. So the process flows from here, from the feed pump, through the preheat, the main heating section, through the holding tube, and you can see the holding tube set temperature sensor just there, through the first stage cooling, and if you've got second stage cooling you can have that here as well, and then onto the filler if that's connected. So you can see if everything's safe before you decide to take apart the heat exchangers. So moving to the process mode, you then get the controls popping up there that you can see. So you can turn the pump on and off and set the speed, you can override it, you can see the flow, the pressure, the temperature as it comes in. You can see the preheat controls, the main heat controls. You can see that there's warning lights. If they're red, then obviously you can't process. And then that just gives a cue to the operator to have another look at what's going on. And then you can see obviously the holding tube again and the cooling water flow rate going in, and then the impact that has on the process temperature. And then with the filler, these are the filler controls. So you can either fill with the filler by the pedal, or you can fill from this screen by choosing the fill time or the fill volume. So people will often have a set volume for a particular vessel and they want to fill consistently that amount of volume, for example 100 millilitres or 150 millilitres, and you can set that on here by changing where the slider goes, and then you can press fill to start filling, and then it will dose that amount and then stop automatically. As well, what you can see is the data logging. So this is the graphical representation of all the sensors that are that are being logged. And you can change the period for which what is displayed on the screen. All of the data is then captured, no matter what you select for the screen. All of it is selected. All of it is captured in the table, and this can then be exported by the USB that you can see protected by here. Thank you very much for listening.